What's good, Primos? Welcome to another episode of Kick Live Familia with your favorite Primo, Coach Fernz. And today I got one of my favorite Primos in the building, world renowned, my brother Kingsman Kutz. Kennedy Rogers, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good, brother. It's an honor, to be with family, man.
Appreciate you, man. Listen, man, I appreciate you for being like one of those first people to support God Loves Kicks, man. I had a little idea saying, hey, not a little idea, but the idea was small in my mind at the time. And I was like, there's a lot of Kingdom sneakerheads out here, man, and we need to get them together, man, start spotlighting them, man. And you definitely supported the page, God Loves Kicks. So shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you thoroughly. And just thank you for being here, man. But let the familiar know where you're from and how you feel about sneaker culture where you are right now.
Man, I'm actually from a small town, in South Carolina called Andrews, South Carolina.
Okay.
You only got a few street lights, few stoplights there, you know what I'm saying? Nothing too big, but now I reside in the city of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Okay. Okay. How you feel about sneaker culture where you are right now?
Man, the sneaker culture here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, it has gotten a whole lot better. It has
Okay.
gotten a whole lot better, due to the sneaker releases of this year, which I believe personally has been the year of the return of the kicks
Okay.
for Jordans. You know what I'm saying? A few years has passed that we was getting something. All right, now, Jordan, we need to do something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're
Yeah.
doing right
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah.
yeah, this year right here, he's brought back a lot of OGs and a lot of kicks that came out when we were younger in the days. And so now we have a chance to get the reimagine certain ones and things like that.
Okay, cool. Now, when we talk collections up here, there's four different tiers based on us, right? You
Mhm.
got the Primos just getting started. That's like the 1 to 20. Then you got the Primos that's like I'm building my collection. That's the 20 to 50. Then you have the Primos that have been in the game for a bit. That's like the 50 to 100. And then you have the Primos who like don't ask, and that's 100 plus. Which one you falling into?
Ooh, I just became a sneakerhead.
Okay,
I
okay,
literally,
okay,
I just became a sneakerhead, so I'll be in the about 20 to 50 right now.
okay, okay,
I just now started being able to get the certain kicks that I want due to the job that I have now to be able to
okay.
purchase those types of sneakers now because coming up, you would always see those type of kicks that you wanted and wanted to
Yeah,
have those things. But me personally growing up in the condition that I grew up in, mama wasn't always able to get those things. So
understood.
I made it. I made it my business to when I got certain things and got right with finances that I was gonna get certain shoes that I want.
Okay. So what was that sneaker that you copped that was like, yo, I know I'm a sneakerhead now? Like, what was that moment when you realized you were a sneakerhead? What was that specific sneaker that you was like, okay, I got the bug?
Well, let me tell you right now, that was the sneaker possibly could be the sneaker of the year this year.
What's
That
that?
was the Nigel Sylvester brick by brick Jordan 4.
Ooh, ooh. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Nigel's gonna have a fight for sneaker of the year. Now, that's probably some of the best marketing I've ever seen from sneakers, from the sneaker
Mhm.
side. But they had a lot of heat. They had a lot of heat this year. We'll get into it because it may be different depending on regions. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like some of the different releases, but that was a strong release. I can't lie to you. That brick by brick was something fierce, and the rollout for it was amazing.
Amazing.
Okay, so you was able to cop the brick by bricks.
I wasn't able to copy. I had to get them reset. I had to buy them
Oh, don't
second hand.
I don't
Yes,
want
you know,
to
don't ask. Don't
answer. I know that resale price, bro. I don't even want to.
yeah, don't ask.
We- I don't even want to know. So let me ask you: when you hear the term sneakerhead, like
Mhm.
what's the definition of a sneakerhead in your mind? Like, what does that term mean to you when you hear about the word sneakerhead?
I think sneakerhead is consists of a person that collects all types of sneakers, not just one brand of sneakers. You know what I'm saying? You can't just have all Jordans in your closet. Say, yeah, I'm a sneakerhead. You're a Jordan head.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
not a sneakerhead. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
Because you got some Nikes, you got some hot Air Max. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got certain
Yeah.
shoes that are out there that you can't just put your hand on and grab,
Right.
that are collectibles that you
Hmm.
that you got to get.
Yeah. So there has to be a level of for you has to be a level of diversity.
Have to be a level of
Okay.
diversity.
Okay. Does that diversity start at different type of two different pairs, or is that level at three different type of brands, or is it more brands, or is it more sneakers differences as far as you're concerned?
Yeah, I think it probably be yeah, I think it's both.
Okay.
I think it's
Okay.
both. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So you just have a diverse portfolio. I like it.
Yes, sir.
I love it. All right. Now, although are a large part of why we're here today, you got some pretty dope things going on in your life. So share with the familiar some of the dope things that you've been doing, working on. You said you had your job afforded you to be able to become a sneakerhead. And I know some people have been like, yo, whatever job that is, I want it. So what is it so what is that you're doing these days? Let them know.
Well, well, right now I'm known as Kingsman Kutz. I just started barbering. I just started cutting hair in 2020 when
Okay.
COVID came, and I I was working a regular job. Like I was working a 9 to 5. I was on call, you know what I'm saying, taking care of certain things of that nature. And then we was, me and my brothers was around and they was like, hey man, didn't you used to cut hair back in high school? I was like, no, I didn't used to cut hair. I used to do little lineups, you know what I'm saying, getting people right with shaping them up. They were like, well, pick up the clippers and let's see if we can see if you can start cutting hair. And so I started cutting hair, you know what I'm saying? It didn't come out the way it looks now. A lot of
Practice.
mistakes
A lot of
a
practice.
lot of mistakes being made. And so probably about the end of 2020, you know what I'm saying? I'm a very spiritual person, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I love God and I know that God is in everything that we do in our lives. And so 2020 came, God sent a prophet and he came to me and he says to me, God says, whatever you speak within the next 3 months, he's going to manifest. And so I said, okay, God, it was 2021, January. I said, okay, God, I said, this is something that you want me to do in my life. I said, I'm going to take it serious. I'm going to purchase the necessary things that I need to go and get the clippers that I need so that I can start cutting hair. And man, I started cutting hair, but I still wasn't cutting people. I was just cutting my brothers from church. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
wasn't cutting other people. And so I did that from April of 2020 up until February, March of 2021. I was just
Right.
cutting in because
Okay.
we were still in COVID, you know what I'm saying? So we still
Hmm.
wasn't around, you know what I'm saying? So they haircuts was ugly inside the house.
There you go, man.
You get what I'm saying?
In
So
the dark.
it start, yeah, in the dark they were
That's
ugly. And
it. That's
so, you
it.
know
That's
what I'm
it.
saying? But it started coming out to the light, you know what I'm saying? And then when we started itching back in and going to church, and so, you know what I'm saying, I started working on the craft, and then it was March, and another sneaker company by the name of the Private Shop. They're here,
Mhm.
they're on Instagram. You can check out the Private Shop. They gave me an opportunity at a pop-up shop to
Mhm.
display my work. And so I started cutting here there at the Private Shop. And business started opening up, you know what I'm saying, things like that. And then about 2021, September, man, I started cutting some of the kids from coastal Carolina here in Myrtle Beach. And
Mhm.
after that, it just blew up. God opened doors. And now he's opened major doors due to, you know what I'm saying, certain celebrities and certain artists asking me to cut their hair and things like that. So I'm just honored, man. And it was about 2022. My church, Divine Deliverance Worship Center, with my pastor, my bishop, Michael Joyner, Lady Pamela Joyner, they gave an opportunity for us to give back to the community. And so we did a community giveaway, which is called Take the City. It's the Take the
Mhm.
City Conference. And we did a community giveaway. And we was cutting the kids' hair from Coastal and the news, and everybody came. And so that opened up another door where the business, where folks were able to see me flourish in the gift that God has given me.
Man, that's amazing, man. And what's more amazing is you had some brothers that allowed you to cut their hair after you messed them up and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
come on back and little line up a little crooked, but bro, you my bro. Come, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
A lot of cuts, a lot of nicks. When a barber pressing too hard and you got
Oh
the
yeah.
welts on your skin and on your
Oh yeah.
head and stuff. And so
Uh-huh.
I was a little heavy handed then. And so we went through a whole lot of bandages.
That's great. Cause listen, some people cut your hair when you finish, they still got the white chalk around it. And
Yeah.
you can't like it's a lot. So but it's so interesting how God gave you a period where nobody was outside. to perfect your craft. You know what I'm saying? Like he let you get good in the dark so that when he revealed you, not exposed you, but when he revealed you, it was like, oh, this man been doing this all his life.
And that's what folks have come to say. And I'm like, no, sir, no, I didn't.
Mhm.
I just started, He's
Yeah.
like, you gotta been doing this a long time. No, no, sir. And it's crazy that God will grace you to do a thing, you know what I'm saying? And then he'll put his hand on it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And a lot of people are doing things and they're doing things without God. You get what
Mhm.
I'm saying? And there's evidence when God's hand is on the thing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And when you've
Yeah.
been anointed to do a thing rather than you just doing it on your own.
Yeah. And you know what was interesting is, and not to cut your wisdom, but you, you said the prophet said, whatever you speak, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? God's gonna bless it. Is that what he said? I don't want to,
That's what he said. That's what he
okay.
said.
And that's what you spoke. Now, the
Hmm.
crazy thing about it is you could have picked something you was really good at already.
Hmm.
And you didn't. You picked something that you may have been good at or you may have known how to do, and you perfected that and got that really good. And that's just a testament, like you said, to alignment with God because, it's one thing to cut your brothers from around the way here, and we appreciate those loyal supporters. But when it starts reaching the masses and everybody's like, yo, man, you've been doing it 15 years. And it's like, little do you know.
That's right.
Maybe 15 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Because people aren't just lining up outside for you to cut their hair every day. You know what I'm saying? So, thank God that, he has graced you for what it is, man. And that's an amazing story, man. Who's some of the people whose hair you've cut? If you can say, I'm not sure if you can say their names or not, but who's some of those people when you was cutting their hair, you was like, God, it's got to be you.
Man, listen, March, that was May of this year right here. Myrtle Beach, we have this big thing every year where everybody from around the world comes. It's called Black Bike Weekend, Biker
Okay.
Weekend. And so the South Carolina renowned artist who's blowing up all over right now
Mhm.
by the name of Trap Dick.
Okay.
And so he asked for me to pull up on him and cut his hair. And
Mhm.
so, when I got the phone call, I said no. I said, God, they lying. I said, it's not about to be happening. I'm not about from one of my brothers by the name of celebrity DJ P Money. And so I said, no. I said, no, it ain't. He talking about, yeah.
Mhm.
And so some folks came down and they was like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Trap been asking about you. He been saying that, you know what I'm saying? I said, want me?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it ain't, no, it ain't. And so they called again. That it was a Saturday morning. They called. It was like, hey, Trap said he need you to pull up on him. You know what I'm saying? He getting ready to come to Myrtle Beach. He needs you to cut him before he get on stage.
Mhm.
I said, cut him before he get on the stage. It was like,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
So I immediately had to call my cameraman, had to get situated, had to let everybody know, look, I'm done cutting hair at this time because I got to go do something else. And
Right.
so in the middle of me cutting his hair, I'm like, God, this is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
what is going on? Like, is this really happening right now? Me knowing of him and watching his blow up, it's like, I'm doing this. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so, one thing I do know is when you're in the right place at the right time, all
Mhm.
nervousness will be out the window.
Yeah.
And so after me greeting him and he says, hey man, what's going on, man? Hey man, I heard a lot about you. I pulled up on you. I just want to know, can you do a fade in 20 minutes? I said, all I need is 10. Sit down. Just like that. I don't
That's
even
how
know
you
how
do
I said it. I don't even know how I said all I need is 10. You get what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? But it was just in me to
Yeah.
just be confident in that moment in the gift
Yeah.
that God has given me. And so after that, you know what I'm saying? I cut Sauce Walker's artist. His name is Sackway. I
Okay.
was flown to Miami to cut him. And then right after that, man, this one right here was just so amazing to me. And like I told him, I was like, man, we were listening to you in high school,
Mhm.
like in the pep rallies, young LA. I was like, man,
Mhm.
this is Mr. Futuristic himself, like
Wow.
Mr. Futuristic love Mr. Ain't I? I'm like, is this really happening right now?
Wow.
God, is this happening right now? You know what I'm saying? So that was so huge for me for the childhood, coming up and looking at these guys like, man, this is crazy. So man, I'm just blessed, man. I'm just blessed.
Yeah. Listen, man, this is one of them stories, man. Now I have to ask you, right? What do you say to somebody who may be struggling with whether their gift is good enough for God to expose them at this point? Because truth of the matter is, you had to get ready because you didn't believe it was happening to begin with. So you had to like scramble a little bit more than you would have if you just had just believed in the beginning. And Trust me, I would have been the same thing. Like, yeah, bro, call me back when you serious. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
now, what do you say to the person who may be struggling with whether their gift is good enough for who they believe are people greater than their presence? Like, what would you say to somebody like that?
And I'll say this, man, if God prepared you for it, then you're ready for it.
Mm,
Don't take your season of not being exposed as to the fact that you think that you're not being exposed.
mm,
Because your name can be in rooms that you haven't even entered yet.
wow,
And so there's a time and a place and a season for things to happen. You get what I'm saying? And so we have to allow God to perfect that which is concerning us and make us ready for that season that He has to come.
mm,
And whenever that season comes, then we'll say, oh, okay, this we know it's God instead of it being ourselves. You get what I'm
mhm.
saying?
Yeah,
And so you just have to trust and know the fact that God has you right where you're supposed to be.
absolutely. Absolutely. I believe that, man, wholeheartedly, man. I'm so happy for you, so proud of you, my brother. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep affecting the lives you're around. And I have a question because, and we're gonna get to sneakers in just a moment. We're gonna get right back to sneakers, but this can really help somebody. So you said earlier that you're a man of faith,
Yes, sir.
right? We connected through sneakers. Other people may connect through food, other different, social currencies that they have. Do you believe that if the kingdom focused more on some of those different social currencies or interest groups, that we can move the kingdom forward and at a more rapid pace?
Yes, we can because God moves from glory to glory. And
Mhm,
so if we could bring in some of the youthfulness
mhm,
into the ministry, then it would allow the ministry to open and be vast enough to save all age groups. You get
yeah,
what I'm saying? And
yeah,
we know that kicks is a common ground. So I'm gonna
mhm,
say like this. It's
right,
like barbering. God put me in a predicament of common ground to where I could be able to minister and win souls. And
mhm,
so, with us as the ministry, if we find common ground as us talking and relating to sneakers to the younger generation, that's our way to pull them in
mhm, yeah,
and to move the kingdom
yeah, and it's so powerful that everybody that comes to you has to sit still for at
at
least 10 minutes.
least 10, 20 minutes. That's right.
And whatever that conversation is can be the seed that takes them to another level or takes you to another level. Like, it doesn't even have to be just one way, but everybody has to be still, not necessarily be quiet, but be still for at least 10 minutes. And that's
That's
just a
right.
powerful thing, man. Like I said, man, I'm so proud of you, man. So happy for you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. But let's flip it a little bit. So I'm gonna take you back to freshman year of high school, and you had the opportunity to go school shopping. And mom said you got unlimited budget. What two sneakers you copping for your first day of school?
And when I was in high school, that was 20, that was 2009.
Take your time. It's been some time, right? Look, look,
Man,
we never heard you. We never heard you got a limited budget. So we sitting here like, wait, what?
yeah. Like what? An unlimited budget? Okay, so I would say some Chicago's,
Okay,
OG 85 Chicago's.
okay,
I'll say any OG pair of Jordan from 85 to the early 2000s.
okay, okay,
Any OG pair of Jordan.
okay. That's fair. That's fair. So growing up, like where you were from, what sneakers were most popular?
Growing up in Andrews, the sneaker that was most popular was ones and 11s.
Oh, the patent leathers.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
the
Okay.
breads. Yeah.
Okay. It's so interesting just to hear the different stories. Like, I'm from New York, so
Hmm.
we had a lot of different things at one time.
Yeah.
you know, but when I hear people like some of my family from down south, they like, nah, we didn't always get the releases that y'all got up there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what was like. We had Sauconys and New Balance and all that. Did y'all get those same vibes down there too at a certain
We
point? Or?
did, but then some of down here they would think that New Balance was like nah,
Yeah,
ew. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? Which it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? From looking at up north, it was
Mhm.
okay. New Balances to you guys were our Air Force One.
Oh, really?
That makes it. That was our go-to sneaker. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like now
Okay.
they call them G Fazos. That's what
Oh
they call
no.
them.
I
Yeah.
heard somebody got in a fight the other day because they were calling Air Force One G Pesos. He was like, nah, these are uptowns. I'm like, bro, because he was from New York, and I think I want to say he went to school down south. I don't remember what school it was, but he was like,
Mhm.
they was calling him G Fazos, and he was like, yo, bro, these are called uptowns, and they was having a whole back and forth, and I was like, bro, it's different.
Yeah, and see, sometime down here they even call them cocaine whites.
Oh
You get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that makes
So
sense.
it's
Okay.
like some people, you know what I'm saying, different areas and demographics will call certain
Yeah.
things different shoes. So yeah.
Yeah. So with that, what do you believe is the most iconic sneaker silhouette of all time? I'm going to give you four, but if you feel like your era or your demographic or your region had another one, feel free to insert it. Right. So the four I'm gonna give you is Jordan ones, Chuck Taylors, Air Force Ones, or Adidas Shell Toes. Out of those four, which one you believe is the most iconic?
The Air Force One.
Wow.
The Air Force One the Air Force One in South Carolina, period. The
Hmm.
South region is the most iconic sneaker
Okay.
around. Is the Air Force One.
I like it. Dang. That's crazy because did it have anything to do with Nelly or was it before
Yes.
Nelly? Okay.
Nelly has a whole lot to do with, yeah, I'm stumping in my Air Force One.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I just didn't like my family is from the South,
Hmm.
Alabama and North Carolina,
Hmm.
right? But I never see those parts of them as far as like fashion is concerned. So it's
Yeah.
always refreshing to hear what y'all think. And you're saying that if there was a Mount Rushmore of the most iconic, you going with Air Force Ones.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And what's your favorite sneaker brand?
Favorite sneaker brand. I ain't tell you no lie. I love Jordan.
Okay,
I love him. I love Jordan.
okay. Which Jordan was it that made it that like solidified that? Yeah, this is my favorite sneaker brand. Was there one particular, or was it like a particular Jordan
Colorway.
11 or whatever?
Um, it had to be mm, the Jordan colorway. I'm gonna tell you right now, my the sneaker that said, okay, yeah, I love Jordans.
Mhm.
It is the off-white Jordan 4,
Ooh, which one?
the tan one. It's like
Ooh,
the creamish tan
yeah. I
that
forgot
came
about
out.
those just
Yeah,
now.
that came out a few years ago. When they came out, I was like, I got to have them, and I was finally able to get my hands on a pair of them.
Mhm. Was it
That
resale?
yes, you know it wasn't retail. It wasn't retail. It wasn't retail.
Oh man, it hurt. It hurts when I have to ask that question. I'm like,
Yeah,
was it resale? Because
and
I just
yeah,
know.
you just know it, right? And
I
so
just know.
now the Jordan 4 is possibly can be my favorite.
Hmm.
Jordan is the 4.
Yeah, me too. I would say 1 and 4 probably my favorite. I like the ones for colorway purposes, but for nostalgia, my first pair of second pair of Jordans, I think, was the cookie and cream fours, and I loved them.
Ooh.
I
My
loved
first
them.
ever pair of Jordans were the ceremony,
Okay,
the
okay,
left. That was my first ever
okay.
pair I bought on my own was the ceremony 11s. And then I got the Gatorade settings, the green.
Mm,
The sixes, the Gatorade sixes, the greens.
mhm.
And so after I got that,
That was it.
that was it. After I got them green ones, that was it, man. And the Black Cat fours, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Things like that. And so it's like, yeah.
Yeah, Jordan's a special brand, man. And so with that, and this is a conversation I was having with one of my other bros. First, let me ask: did y'all rock Adidas at all down there?
Yeah, they did. They
Okay,
did the shell toes. They did the shell toes.
okay, okay. Do you believe which one do you believe is more influential, Nike or Adidas? And when it comes to sneaker
Nike.
culture, Nike. Is there another brand that you feel is making like a big splash down there where you at?
Asics.
Ooh, Asics. Wow.
Asics is making a big splash down here. Everybody are loving Asics, the different colorways. And then, you have the Kayanos. And so they are
Ooh,
making a big wave down here.
nice. Now, not is it the Walmart joints or the ones outside of Walmart?
The one outside of Walmart.
Okay. The ones in Walmart is killing them too. I don't know
Yeah,
if they
they
killing
are.
them down there, but
They're killing them too, but the one outside is really
mhm.
killing.
Okay, okay. So if you could design a sneaker, what sneaker would you design, and which designer would you bring along to help you design it, past or present? Doesn't matter.
Um, I would need Virgil because I would want to design my own off-white
Mhm.
barber edition of a Jordan 4.
Ooh, ooh, yeah. That would be mean. Did you? I'm not sure. Are you familiar with Saya Collective?
Uh,
All black company,
I think I've seen them on Instagram.
and he did a specific sneaker for barbers, a specific sneaker because he said he used to be a barber, right? So he had the that's the sign that the old barbershops used to have outside, the white
Yeah,
and the white
blue
and
and
the red
red.
sign. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He put all that into the sneaker. It's like a Jordan 1 mashup, I feel like. But you had like you can unzip it, you can make it high top or low, I believe. It was a for a barber, people who had the nostalgia to them, it was a dope sneaker.
Okay, I gotta
It
look
was a,
into that.
it was a dope sneaker. Mm. So like when it comes to it, did they have like, and then, of course I'm only asking because I don't know. Did they have like the Pippins and all that stuff growing up down there, or did
They
they
had the
not really care
Barkley.
about them? Okay,
They had the Barclays. They had the Nike Turfs.
okay.
But that's really about it. And then you had the Vans, things like that.
Were
But
those were
nothing
those, were those big? Vans and stuff was big down there?
Vans, and I'm gonna tell you what was big, and I didn't understand why. The skateboard shoes with the rolling thing in the bottom.
Oh, the Heelys.
I did not understand why they were so. You had folks riding in the hallway doing the heat with the heat.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. It was a moment in time. We just never had it, and we didn't know how to act. That's what it was.
That's
We
exactly what it was.
we ain't know how to act, man. We just didn't know how to act. That's all it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so let me ask you. I'm a Both these sneakers in their prime. I just need you to choose one, and if you ain't never heard of it, then you ain't got to choose it. All right. Um, Pennies or Jordans?
Oh,
It's a rough one.
pennies are more comfortable,
Okay,
but I'm a Jordan man.
understood. Listen, Penny had a strong 2 or 3
Yeah,
that we loved, but Jordan
yeah.
got about a good 20. He got a good
25.
25, and then you got to fight every color. You know what I'm
You gotta find
saying?
every color.
So Penny had the blues, but I don't know
Yeah,
if the rest of them was pennies, even though they was foam posits. You
that
know what I'm
part.
saying? Diamond turfs or Griffies.
Dude, Griffey was tough. Dude, Griffey was
That
tough.
little check in the front, man.
That check on the front was tough. I gotta go with Griffey's. Griffey's was
Okay,
tough, man.
okay. I was a diamond turf guy,
Mhm.
but that's because I didn't have the Griffies. But
That's
when I
right.
seen that joint with the strap and then the check in the front, I'd be like, woo,
Yeah, you got to pull the pad just on the top of the shoe so it don't
yeah,
cover up the
that's
strap.
it. You got it. They got to be able to see. They got to be able to see the strap and everything. And then that like
That's
royal blue colorway. Woo, woo.
don't even talk about that royal blue with that green that Seattle Seahawks color almost.
Yeah, the Mariners, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Listen, what's the okay? Bo Jacksons or Harachis?
Ooh. Mm, mm, mm. Some Huaraches are more comfortable.
Okay, lows or
That
highs?
best. The lows.
Okay, okay. That's what I'm talking about. Yeezys or Jordans? I know what you're gonna
Oh,
say.
but Yeezys are more comfortable than Jordan.
Okay, all
But
of them.
it depends on which Yeezy you're talking about. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? If you
mhm.
got the 350 boost, you know what I'm saying? It depends on which one.
Right.
You know
Okay,
what I'm saying? But I'm a Jordan man, but Yeezys are more comfortable.
okay, okay. I love it. I love it. AJ ones or dunks?
They just came back out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I like Dunks more than eight Jordan one lows.
What?
Yeah.
What? You trading on Jordans, man?
I'll take me a dunk first.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I like it. I like it. Air Max ones or Air Max 95s?
95.
Okay.
Classic.
Okay. All right. So white uptowns or dunks?
Hang with my white up time. Them the classics
Okay.
right there.
Your favorite sneaker all time,
Favorite sneaker all time.
or a Grail, either one.
I'm gonna have to say Virgil did an amazing job
Hmm.
with them off white. I'm gonna tell you what I like. Every off white Jordan. Every off white Jordan.
Okay.
That's my grip. You got the ones, you got the twos, the fours, but them ones, them off white ones, them Chicago's,
Yeah.
them UNC's, them white ones, and the canary yellow, man, I don't even know how they came up with that.
Yeah. Now, would you take that over the? I know you just said that you like dunks over AJ ones, but if you had the off white AJ ones versus some dunks, you still going dunks?
Yeah, because I had the off white the pine green.
Hmm.
I had those, but nah, they can't touch them ones. I'm off whites.
Okay. Okay. I just want. I'm about to say because when you walk around in them joints, them off white ones, it's like, ooh,
Yeah, like ooh.
yeah, 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 man. I never had the privilege of owning a pair, but I did own a pair of the off white Converse, and I
I
was
did
like,
too.
ooh,
I did too. The white and black with the orange on the bottom.
not that one. I like that one too. The first one with the vulcanized on the side of it.
Okay, okay, okay,
That
okay.
was like the translucent one.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I like that the black and white pair is something special. You know what? It was kind of underrated.
It was.
Yeah, and that was a good thing.
Yeah,
I
you know
wasn't
what
able
I'm
to
saying?
get it though. That's the one thing. I didn't. I don't think I wanted to pay resale at the time.
Yeah.
But I definitely am looking. Like if I see those for a steal, I'm copping those. There's something about the
What
black
size
and
you
white.
wearing?
And those Converses, it would be 11.
Be 11. Okay. My sneaker people may have them. If you ever heard of Cola Kicks,
I think I seen them on your page.
Cola Kicks Myrtle Beach may have them. They got different stores. They got a store in Augusta, store in Savannah,
Hmm.
store in Charleston, store in Myrtle Beach, store in New York. You know what I'm saying? So they
Okay.
got a couple stores where you can search online and see what their inventory, what they have.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, they have.
Listen, for the right price, man. I know that's God.
Yes, sir.
Would you buy a retro sneaker you always wanted growing up for nostalgia purposes, or does it have to fit, your aesthetic of who you currently are?
They don't have to fit my aesthetic of who I currently am.
Okay.
The nostalgia of it is like, yes,
Yeah,
I got it.
I
Now,
understand.
one thing I have a problem with too. A lot of
Mm.
people say this too. You're supposed to hold that shoe for because you might need to resell it if you might. If I buy that shoe, I can't. I don't know if I can hold it long enough
Yeah,
to hold it to sell it. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Unless you buying two pairs, you get what I'm saying. Some people they'll buy two pairs, but they can wear one and
Nah,
keep the other. Nah, I got to wear
nah,
my shoe.
nah.
I
First
got
of
to
all,
wear.
my life ain't set up to buy two pair of sneakers that I really, really want. One.
It.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then two, you know what's funny? I stopped buying sneakers for a while and I felt like an addict when I stopped. You know what I mean? And it just gave me a moment to go in my closet and see the however many sneakers I have. Cause I have a bunch of sneakers. I just wasn't wearing them. I was buying them, and they would always be like, you cop them, but you only got the strong five. Or you just throwing the
That's
Salehi
right.
Crocs. You know what I'm saying? Like it was real
Yeah.
quick. You know what I mean? And after a while, it was like, yo, and I felt like I was sneaker shopping in my closet. I was like, oh snap, I forgot I had these. Throw them joints on, and it was
Exactly.
so, not saying I'm not gonna buy no sneakers soon, but it's been a breath of fresh air just to go in my closet and be like, oh snap, I forgot about these.
Exactly. I know exactly what you're saying. And it's crazy you said something about Crocs because yeah, I got a pair of them, but I just didn't. I just made an investment
Hmm.
in a pair of Crocs. I don't know if you know him, Kyle Sinet, the streamer.
Hmm. Yeah.
He collabed with Crocs and had his Mafia Thigh 3 Crocs made. And
Okay.
so I was like, man, should I get them? And so everybody was like, if you get those Crocs, the resale price on them is going to shoot up because of what he did that was so great to everybody. Everybody's going to want a pair of those Crocs.
Right.
And so they were only $70. And I got two pairs of them.
Hmm.
And so to wear one and sell the other.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so now when I look on like eBay, I look on certain websites, people are trying to sell them for 350, 400. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Makes sense. Yeah.
Because of the story behind it. You get what
Hmm.
I'm saying? And so that's what I look at when I look at certain sneakers that I want to have. I look at,
Hmm.
okay, what's the story behind it?
Yeah.
You know
No,
what I'm saying?
1,000%. Now, I typically don't buy Crocs unless they're Salehis. Like it got to be a Salehi Banbury Croc. I just like the design of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
Um, I don't like. I'm not against a regular Croc. I just don't know myself to do that.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
It just it is what it is.
That's right.
But speaking of Crocs, what's the most comfortable sneaker you believe that you've ever owned?
A pair of A6. Oh my God.
Asics is the
Oh
gels is comfortable for sure.
man. Oh my goodness, bro. And with cutting hair, that's a shoe that you can stand on all day long and just be okay. You know your feet are okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Especially with being a barber, it's a comfortability. And that's another thing. A lot of people buy shoes according to comfortability. You
Mhm.
get what I'm saying? I like Jordans, but not all Jordans are comfortable
Oh no, it's just aesthetics.
because exactly. But folks got to understand, Jordan didn't keep those shoes on all day. He played basketball in these shoes.
Yeah, and they were worse. The comfort in them, I'm sure, was way worse than what we have now.
Exactly. You get what I'm saying?
No,
But
it just
yeah.
nah for sure. I'll be looking at some of the things, and I was looking at like I had a pair of fours, and I was wearing them outside, inside, everywhere. And I was playing basketball one day, and I was sliding all over the place, no traction. You know what I'm saying? Once I wore, I didn't realize how bad it was. I was in the gym trying to play defense, and I was going every which way. And I pride myself on being a pretty decent defender. And man, I
Hmm.
was just going across the floor like this, and I was like, nah, you know what? Let me get a regular pair of Adidas or something like that to play basketball in, man. Because
Yeah.
just aesthetics, man, just aesthetics. So, as far as a sneaker L, what do you believe is your biggest sneaker L of all time? This is a sneaker that you wanted, but you could never get it.
I don't know. Let's see here. Those Travis Scotts when he dropped them fragments.
Mm,
That was
mm.
an L. When you talking about was mad, because if you look at what you gonna pay for them now,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
it's a shoe that you wish you had.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not mad I don't have them, but I would be really happy if I did.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
It's just so many. Like I think what I've done is I've been able to transfer some of my sadness from not copping some sneakers to another brand. Like if
Hmm.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with J Tips. He does more Saucony collabs now. He had like sneaker. So J Tips is from the Bronx. He's from out here, and I wasn't able to cop a couple pair of his sneakers when they released. So I transferred some of that energy into New Balance. You know what I'm saying? Or I transferred it into because what I'm noticing is when these collaborators go to these companies get better with certain releases, certain colorways, things like that.
Hmm.
So, I was able to transfer energy into some other sneakers that they had years, like months later, and I've been fine. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
So if Travis sneaker come out and I don't get it, I'm okay with going to cop a dunk that's like off the radar or something like that. So different things like that. But yeah, I understand. Um, which four sneakers do you believe are on your Mount Rushmore when it comes to sneakers?
Number one, that is, I pray I'll be able to get them one day in life.
Mm.
Any of the off-white Louis Vuitton collection Air Force One,
Ooh.
any one of those could be number one.
Mm.
Really, that's the top four. Honestly,
Okay.
that's my top four. The collection from Off-White, Louis Vuitton, Air Force One. Any of those colorways is you can put them with one, two, three, four. All four of
Okay.
those are top.
Okay. All right. Listen, that now those are some strong sneakers. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a strong set of sneakers right there.
And if I could put a five in there, if it would be a fifth person, a fifth shoe, it would have to be his collab when he made them Off-White Bread fours
Mm.
that he did not drop. If you saw,
I wanna say I saw them. I would have to see them again to remember them, but I
mhm,
do remember seeing them.
mhm.
And I remember going to the museum to see what he did maybe a year or two ago,
Yeah,
and I was like, "Golly, this man different.
yeah. You hear what I'm saying? It's like,
This man different." It's one thing to see them like singularly on your screen here and there, here and there. It's another thing to see. They got a whole exhibition of what this man did in a little bit of time he was there.
A little bit of time
Yeah.
that he was there.
The purpose, man. And it goes back to purpose, man. Just doing what you're supposed to be doing while you're supposed to be doing it. So that when you leave this earth, somebody could say this is what he did.
That's right.
And you don't want your obituary to be the only legacy that you leave.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So that man was when I seen it, I said, this man different. This man different, man. Biggest sneaker flop for you of all time. That's a sneaker that everybody loves, but you hated it.
Oh man.
I know you think about them Heelys again.
Them Heelys had aggravated me so um oh man. Them Heelys had aggravated me. That sneaker should have never been released.
I remember people running through the hallway and just start gliding all up.
Because you looking like you think you skating in the schoolhouse.
Yeah, they were. They were.
That's what they were doing, skating in the schoolhouse.
Run, slide. No insurance to cover them. Just running and sliding.
That's the biggest flop. They should have never made those. Never.
I love it. I love it. So a pair of sneakers you don't hear a lot about, but you cop them, you have them, and you love them.
Those Crocs with the name that you
Salehi?
Salehi Crocs. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people really don't really like them down here, but I love them.
Listen, let me tell you something. Sneakerheads know what it is when they see it. People who got Crocs, you got those people who love Crocs, and they're like, what's those? You know what I'm saying? They don't quite understand what's happening. They don't quite understand the significance. And it's like, yeah, these are one of them ones. If you know, you know. And yeah, so and I have a question for you about that, and we almost finished. But I was having a conversation last season with somebody, and the conversation was about creatives. And it came about that I copped a pair of Crocs that kind of look like Wave Runners, right?
Mm.
And the person who helped design Yeezys was the person who went to Crocs and developed this particular sneaker or shoe. And my question was, if the person who helped create it at Yeezy leaves and takes that idea outside of trademarks and copyrights and all those things, is it some form of biting or stealing if the person that helped create it takes it somewhere else and does something with it? Do you believe that it's like a form of biting or stealing if the person who helped? Okay. So even if I design something at Nike and Nike fires me or whatever, and I take those same designs that I made to Adidas, you believe it's still like a little biting involved?
It's still a little bite. It's
Okay.
like, yeah, like because now it's gonna be a copy. It's gonna be like a copycat. They're gonna look the same.
Okay. Now who's the biter? Is it the designer or is it the company?
It's the
Or is it
design.
both? Okay.
It's the design. But the company shouldn't still want to do it because of what the other company shoe looks like.
Yeah. Well, we got to talk to Jerry Lorenzo about that because you see he went from Nike to Adidas, and I'm not saying he's not having good success, but the feeling is different.
It is
Something different about Fear of God.
Yeah, something different about Fear of God.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said something different about Fear of God.
It's not the same fear that we used to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. All right. So is there a pair of sneakers that have like an unforgettable story for you? Like when you see them sneakers, you like, yo, I remember when I was standing outside in the rain, or I had to save up like 2 months to get these sneakers. Do you have one story? Oh, okay, okay. The resale joints.
Months of saving up, man, and it's like,
okay. Listen, God afford. Listen, you about to inspire a lot of people to become barbers, brother. Because
I remember I was cutting hair, and this is what 2 pairs of shoes that I didn't get that I wish I had gotten. The Great 5, the white ones that just came back out this year, and the all white 3s. I can't remember the name of them, but the white 3s that had dropped this year too. Pure money 3s. That's what.
Okay.
The Pure Money 3s, and so I was like, man, they should have got them on release. I'm like, man. And so I got a phone call. I was like, hey man, I was cutting. Like, hey man, do you want to buy these white ties off me? I said, what white ties? Talk about the grapes. You want to buy them? Yeah, I want them. So and then a client came into the shop, and I, you know what I'm saying, I was cutting. I was just talking about the Pure Money threes to one of my other clients,
Mhm.
and he said, man, hey man, you want them threes? I said, what threes? He said, the Pure Money tree. I said, well, we just was talking about them before you came in here.
Look at God,
And
man.
my client was like, there's God, boy, you got to get them now. But look, got both of them at a discounted price than what I would have paid if I would have got them from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I was
Look,
like, that had to be God, you know?
yeah. Well, listen, if you get a chance, I need you to put the Vomero 5 Dornbackers in your prayers, brother, because I need a pair of those in 12s. And
Woo.
I seen those resale prices, and I'm like, sing God, bro, can't be. I need I need one of the moments when somebody walk up to me and say, "You need a Vomero 5 Dornbacker?" Yeah, I do. I need for the price I prayed for, though, not the price
That
that you
part,
paid
right?
for. You know what I'm
Price
saying?
come
So
down, price come down.
listen, price come down in Jesus' name, Amen. Um, so last question. I need to know a pair of sneakers that you had and you either discarded them or you threw them away because you couldn't fit them no more. But now you're thinking back on it and like, I want them sneakers back.
My first pair of Jordans that I bought, the 70s, the 11s.
Mm, mm, okay.
I wish I didn't have messed them up. I should have took care of them better. But it was in the middle of COVID and things, you know what I'm saying, things going on. I didn't really like cherish them as
Yeah.
much as I cherished the Gatorade sixes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I wish I had cherished them a little more.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, you know how to steward your sneakers a little better now.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
Listen, brother, I appreciate you kicking it up here with us, man. Listen, if anybody that want to follow you or stay connected to you and the things that you're doing, let them know your handle on IG and whatever social information you have.
Man, listen, you can follow me at Kingsman Kutz on IG. That's KINGSMANKUTZ. And that's the Instagram and the Snapchat. And man, listen, by the way, you can stop in the DMs and purchase a shirt that says cheat on your diet, not your barber. Barbershop code never fold. You know what I'm saying? It's for everybody to wear. You know, let you know. You know what I'm saying? You can cheat on your diet now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You can restart that diet. You
yeah,
cheat on your barber, you might can't come back from that.
yeah. I can't. Hey, listen, man, I may have done that recently, so I might not be able to buy that shirt. You know what I'm saying? I just hey, listen, man, them prices is wicked in New York, man. This is bro, they charging about $75 for a haircut now, man. It's wild. It's wild, boy. I'm telling you. So I'm bro, growing up, it was $5 for a shape up, 10 for a cut. And I don't know what type of gentrification happened, man. And now it's through the roof, man. So
Look, it is in different areas. Prices have gone up, but then I like to tell people too. Like I want you to do your research. I want people to do their research on the product that the barbers are using now,
mhm.
and looking at how much the product has gone up. Like certain product that we get, it's the cost of the haircut that you want. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So say
yeah,
you want a $35 haircut, we just spent $35 on that product that we use it, and we ain't get you not we're not making a profit.
yeah,
We just making back what we just spent. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
And with inflation and everything like that, everything is going up on the cost for us. Clippers, utensils, oil sheen, 10 and
mhm.
$13 when it was 7 and 8 back then. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
yeah.
so now everything is going up. So now it's caused you to raise your prices a little bit and enough for you to even make a profit.
I feel you, man. But look, if I'm paying $75, you better pull my chair back. I want steam coming out. You know
But
what I'm
see,
saying? I want
that's what I'm saying. That's what should be entailed into
exactly.
that service. You get what I'm saying? I should not be giving you a service of asking for $75 and I'm just cutting your hair. I ain't even wash it. I didn't give you no steam. I didn't put in hot towel.
Right.
I didn't do your beard. I didn't put no razor. You know what I'm saying? You have to incorporate these things if you're gonna have that large of a price for a haircut.
That's it. Listen, if you elevate the experience, I have no problem with it. But if I just
That
say,
part.
give me a shape up, and you all you do is line my hair, you know what I'm saying? And you missed a few spots, bro. I ain't
It's,
going, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no. Right now we living in a time with elevated prices with no elevating service.
Listen, and listen, I might not cheat on you. I'm about to divorce you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just
Just go ahead and get sign the papers, right?
listen. Let's just.
You have been served.
I'm telling you, I am letting you know now. While I am divorcing you, I am looking for somebody else.
Hey,
Technically, you know what I mean. But look, brother, I appreciate you, man. Keep doing what you're doing with the community. Once again, it's your favorite primo, Coach Fernz, my boy Kingsman Kutz. It's the Kick Live Familia podcast, and we out.